Inman says that her experience as a judge makes her the better choice for the job. Her opponent, Richard Dietz, disagrees, but both of them agree there's no room for politics in the courts.
We need Supreme Court justices who will decide cases fairly and impartially and absolutely independent of partisan politics.
Inman repeats that same message on her campaign website as well as in her TV ad.
Politics has no place in the courtroom. The courts need to be the one branch of our government that are free of partisan politics. And yes, there's so much partisan activity going on, but it's the job of judges and justices to withstand that pressure.
The North Carolina Democrat says one example of her judicial independence gave the Republican legislature a victory over the Democratic governor.
The opinion resulted in handing a loss to someone who I greatly admire, Governor Roy Cooper. I wrote a decision that upheld the legislature's authority to take action that the governor believed the legislature was not authorized to take.
Inman ran for the North Carolina Supreme Court 2 years ago.
I lost narrowly to an opponent with a very famous last name in North Carolina, who has been one of the most politically active Supreme Court justices I can think of in my lifetime.
Inman lost to Phil Berger Jr., son of the North Carolina Senate leader, in a close race.
Partisan politics is unhealthy for our courts. We need Supreme Court justices who will decide cases fairly and impartially and absolutely independent of partisan politics.
Picking a judicial candidate is no easy task for voters. Unlike legislative candidates, judges don't campaign on the issues.
I know how frustrating this is for voters, but I think that my opponent and I would agree that the reason for that is that our job is to protect the integrity of the judicial process, to protect the honesty of the judicial process.
Is it important to you if your party would continue control of the North Carolina Supreme Court?
It is important to me that a majority of the justices on the North Carolina Supreme Court have a record of deciding cases impartially and not towing a party line. That is important to me.
Democrats currently hold a 4-3 majority on the Supreme Court. This race is for an open seat. It's one of 2 races for the Supreme Court this year. Bill O'Neill, WXII 12 News.